Also, we had over the weekend more unrest in our cities, which we've been reporting on now for weeks. You can see it in Portland every single weekend. You can see the riots. In Chicago, they raised the bridges again. They closed the loop at 9 p.m. They closed down the business district because of the looting and rioting that happened there last week. How about New York City? We've told you New York City is going downhill so fast. There were 49 shootings in the last 72 hours in New York City. This is literally the New York City of the late 70s when it was a hellhole. Nobody wanted to be there. And it wasn't until Giuliani came in and really cleaned it up that people started to want to live there. It started to become a nice place to be. Well, we're seeing this every weekend, all week. We're seeing this all the time in our cities. And then we're hearing from our leadership, in this case, Massachusetts Democrat Representative Ayanna Pressley. And I want you to listen to what she had to say about this, because you've got to hear this, and then we're going to go out there.
I'm looking to the public. You know, this is as much about public outcry and organizing and mobilizing and applying pressure so that this GOP-led Senate and that these governors that continue to carry water for this administration, putting the American peoples in harm's way, turning a deaf ear to the needs of our families and our communities, hold them accountable. Well, make the phone call, send the email, show up. You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives. And unfortunately, there's plenty to go around.
There needs to be unrest in our streets as long as there's unrest in our lives. So I guess that means until the Marxist revolutionaries in this country get exactly what they want. And believe me, what they say they want right now is not as far as it's going, folks. Once they get going with getting their demands met, it's going to just keep going. And until that point, we need to have unrest in the streets. I mean, is this not calling for revolution? I mean, certainly borderline, and that kind of phrasing shouldn't be coming out of the mouth of one of our elected Congress people. But this is where we've gotten to in this country. Ayanna Pressley, she's a member of the squad. Look her up. Check the video. Listen to the context if you want. What she's saying there is what they all believe. Mm-hmm. Get out in the streets, riot, destroy property, be violent towards police officers until we get our way. So forget the old school idea of elections, the peaceful transfer of power. Forget that. If we don't like what's going on, we're going to take power. And that's what they've said. We are going to take power. Thank you for listening to the Morgan Streetman Show. We hope you enjoyed what you heard. And if you did, please click like and subscribe to help us out. And remember that we recommend that you exercise your brain at least once a week.